back to viewers. That is, well, was a little bit of a wonderful and mysterious report. It's not that mystery because we have the guest here to tell us all about it. Our first guest, Hashim, comes from a mechanical engineering and finance background with a bachelor's and a master's degree from Penn State, USA and UCL, UK. He started his career as a management consultant at PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, in Dubai, and has worked on. The second guest comes from an engineering computer background, having worked in a startup and provided consultations for startups to set up and provide constellations for startups to set up their technical infrastructure and teams. Numerous strategic projects for both the public and private sectors throughout the Middle East, I think. So together, dear viewers, with their team, they already established an online social marketplace to empower designers, craftsmen, and also artists with the support and tools they require to turn their hobbies into the thriving business. So they connect people through the vibrant, also we call it virtual something application, inspiring social platform that brings already communities starting to commerce. So we're delighted to have with us now Hashim Alshakhas and also Hussein Almutawa. They are co-founders and CEO of their private business. Hello engineers and good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
It is wonderful to have you here with us, and we have seen a glimpse of the report. Like we want to say shufhum or look at them or looksies. So tell us all about it. What is your business?
Right, Hashim, do you want to go ahead first?
Sure.
Yeah,
Mike with you. So Luxi is all about creating an ecosystem here in the Middle East. There's a platform out there, globally speaking, called Etsy that empowers all these creative individuals, you know, designers, craftsmen, artisans, and gives them a home, a place for them to showcase all their creative products and sell to people that, you know, love to see these unique items. So that platform is not available here in the Middle East, and we're here to make this happen. So we're inviting people through the name Luxi, you know, we're inviting people to come in and have a look or have a look-see.
So when we chose this kind of application, because you know, like you are in the community, you are entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs, you have too many things to do. So my question goes to another engineer, a computer engineer, Hussein Almutawa, because I know we are always solving the problems. Engineers are problem solver. So we have this kind of challenge because you are determining people to look, or you like to focus, shedding the light more about some specific things. So why you goes to this kind of challenge, engineer?
Right, so you know, we did see a gap in our market here in Kuwait, and like a lot of products and solutions, the easiest way to address that gap is through extending a product or a technical solution, and that's exactly what we did. Yes, we are a platform and an application, but we're not just online, we also want to extend that to the offline community here in Kuwait and the Middle East. We want to create a place where creatives can come and express their creativity and post their products. We want to create an easy solution for them in order to be able to list their products and engage in commerce as fast as possible.
So to be the best of the best.
Yes,
exactly.
Indeed. And when I saw the report, and as it is, we are looking in a lot of things there. I know there's a target audience.
Yes.
So who are your target audience? So it's and Hashim,
yeah,
okay.
Hashim can go ahead.
So we have two types of audiences. We have two types of people using our, or users using our platform. We have the vendors or the creatives, those that are designers, craftsmen, and artisans. They are the ones that are going to use the application to sign up, you know, create an account, have your online shop, sell your products. And then the other type of audience that we have are those that appreciate the arts, that appreciate having unique items or buying items or just you know, engaging with this wider community of creative people. So we have the vendors and we have the users.
Okay, so this kind of, call it businesses and this thing inside the application, I know like too many of the entrepreneurs during COVID time, they face too many severe circumstances.
Yes.
And you are both engineers and most of the people during the COVID, they learn a lot, they faced a lot, they're solving too many things.
Absolutely.
So when he said absolutely, have something to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing I can share is the challenges that we face from the technical perspective. As we know, hiring developers in our market is very challenging. challenging, whether we're talking about the Kuwait or GCC in general. Post-COVID, working remotely has become the norm for a lot of economies and industries, which created a spike in demand for developers. And as you know, we are a small company. Our finances are very limited. And so prices for hiring developers to build the mobile application and the web application has spiked. So that created a challenge for us. It was good and it was bad. It was good in the sense that we have people that are more used to working remotely, but it was bad because prices really spiked and it created a big challenge for us as a startup.
So when we speak about the challenge, people, you know, whether like to be a good entrepreneur, you always have to face the challenges, Emil.
Yes, indeed. And I have the same question to Engineer Hussein.
Yes.
I would like to ask about, I know it is maybe out of the questions,
Right.
but is there a collaboration, or do you think of collaborating with any entities here in Kuwait or abroad? Because I know, like entrepreneurs, you need support.
Yes.
So how about, did you approach, or are you in your futuristic plans to approach private sectors or let's say governmental sectors?
Absolutely. You know, there are some initiatives locally here that are supporting startups. We just took part in one of these initiatives. They offered us workshops. There were 3-week-long workshops where they taught us more about the specific elements of a startup, where to direct our investments, how to better manage and offer our technical solutions to our wider audience. So we're always looking to engage with people within the ecosystem or people who are supporting the startup ecosystem, whether in Kuwait or in the GCC.
Well,
Nice.
this is really great, Abdulaziz.
So I spoke already about the COVID for Hussein. Now for Hashim, we spoke about we call sacrifices. You know, I said entrepreneurs always like to challenge. What about the sacrifice, Hashim?
Oh, there were many.
Many,
There were
plenty.
way too many.
Yeah.
No, some of the sacrifices that we personally had to make, you know, the first of which I personally quit my job to start this business. I sold some of my assets, including my car, and some other things as well.
Well, I wish
You
you,
know,
all
just
the best.
thank you very much. And you know, and then of course the social aspect. You know, the social life just isn't the same anymore, because most of the time you're just focusing on your startup. You know, from morning to night you're working all day. So you really have to love your product or whatever you're building. You really have to love it. You know, to sacrifice so much.
Like the quote of the Steve Jobs, when you want to do something you love.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed. And if you love it, it wouldn't be work anymore. You're going to have fun doing it, and you wouldn't really count the time. And speaking about time, Engineer Hussein,
Yes.
what is your future plans?
So that's a really good question. You know, as a startup, your plans are always shifting and changing.
Yes.
But we do have a vision, you know, and that vision is to create a community for all these creatives, not just in Kuwait, not just the GCC, but all the Middle East. We want the creatives to tap into the markets that are available here. We want people who love to buy these unique items to have them accessible and be able to purchase them in an easy and fast manner.
Well,
So,
this is really a great way. And you know, Abdulaziz, before, like, let's say 3 months ago, I started a class of clay molding and all of that, and I really loved it. And they told me, you can, if you love something, you can really mold anything and then sell it. And where to sell it? That was the problem. How to sell it, how to reach. But now we have them. Look, it is there.
So it's there, so people can go there, and instead they go to the galleries or the stores. You are the one responsible to showing to them. But now I am very curious about the personal things, little, like, because you said like you sacrificed a lot. What about you, Hussein? Like he did, like he said about his sacrifice. You already
Right.
have your own sacrifice.
Yes.
But there's something else. You know, we can say like. The more you're doing your best, the more people are gonna see how you're presenting here. This is both your CVs, and we say like we call Amal good times. Run what?
Run fast. I know they sacrificed a lot, and I know they have put a lot into their love. That love is the application that really gathers all the craftsmen, all the artists, as well as the one with a small hobby, and he wants to sell it to people to join him in his hobbies. So I think it is time to have and say thanks to them. Thank you very much, our engineers, Engineer
Thank you.
Hashim, Engineer Hussein, for being here with us and giving us a glimpse of your, let's say, baby.
Yes,
Maybe.
definitely.
Definitely. Thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you for having us.
You're most welcome. So dear viewers, now we finished the interview. So let's go to this quick break, then we continue.